Hey everybody, this is Intro, and in my last tutorial I showed you guys how to get VirtualBox. That was the first tutorial, and then my second tutorial was actually how to get operating systems to upload onto VirtualBox. So what we're going to be going over in this tutorial is how to upload them operating systems and how to manage them as easily as possible. So I will go through this in 10 simple, or not 10 simple steps, but in a few simple steps. And without further ado, you should have this screen open with VirtualBox, and you should have nothing right here if you have no operating systems installed already. And click New. So once you click New, you will get this open up, and it's basically just asking what operating system are you going to be uploading today. So let's say we're going to be doing the Windows 10 technical preview. So Windows 10, and you don't have to type in technical preview, but you can. And I'm going to name this number 2 since I already have Windows 10 technical preview installed on here. This will be the second one, and since we have a 32-bit operating system, what we're going to do is click version and go to Windows 10 32-bit. Now, if you don't know what bits are in concern to operating systems, most operating systems, well, all operating systems have a certain number of bits. So there's times 64 and times 84, I believe, or 86. So times 86. And the times 86 operating systems mean that you have a 32-bit operating system. The times 64 mean that you have a 64-bit operating system. So that's just a quick thing to understand. Usually the 64 bits will have a lot more downloads, or it'll take a little bit longer to download than 32-bit operating system. But now what we're going to do is click next. This is how much RAM you're going to be allocating to this particular virtual machine. So if I wanted 1 GB of RAM, I'd keep it here at 1024 megabytes because that's exactly how much one RAM is, and that is also the recommended size if you see right here. So when I run this virtual machine, it will be running on 1 GB of RAM, which, as we all know, it's not too much, it's not too little, but it'll get the job done definitely. If you want to go ahead and put 2048 megabytes or 2 gigabytes, that's fine also, but I'm going to leave mine at 1 GB of RAM, or for right now. So once you do that, you're going to want to click next. Leave this setting, create a virtual hard drive now, and then click create. Leave it at VirtualBox disk image, click next. And here we're going to want to click dynamically allocated. What this means is that the hard drive that we're going to be using for this operating system will be able to expand as we go on. So if I am downloading Windows 10 for school, I have an operating system, or I have a Mac operating system and I need Windows 10. I would dynamically allocate it, more than likely just so that I can expand the storage anytime I'd like. If you click fixed, that's automatically going to say if I have 10 gigabytes of hard drive that I'm allocating to my Windows 10 operating system, it's never going to change. So you won't be able to change that 10 gigabytes. You'll have to actually go in here and delete the operating system and redo it to change it. So leave it on dynamically allocated. Like I said, that's what I prefer. And for most people, you're going to want that on there. Next, you're going to want to just click the next button. And here's when you're going to actually choose how much memory you want that operating system to have on it. So I'm going to leave it here at 32 gigabytes, standard, and then click create. Now this will go in and it'll actually create that image. So as you can see here, it created it right here. If you don't have any other ones, it should just be the only one on there. And as you can see, the name Windows 10 Technical Preview 2, 32-bit operating system. And if I click on it and click settings, and I go to the description, or let's go to display, and what we're going to get is more settings, more changes in configuration. You're really not going to want to mess with this too much. You can also enable a video capture so that when you're running the virtual machine, it will capture the video in case you were trying to use it for any later purposes. And I'll basically be going over all this in another tutorial. This is obviously not, it's a little bit too advanced for this tutorial, so we're just going to click OK and get out of there. Now next, what you want to do to upload your operating system, once you have it on here, you're going to want to go to it and click Start. Right click on it and click Start. Now it's going to take a second, so I'll be right back once Windows 10 has uploaded and it's ready to run. I will be right back. So, oh, okay, I guess not. So with Windows 10 Technical Preview 2 uploaded, what we're going to want to do is select a disk image. So if you remember from my last tutorial, I told you to get the operating system you wanted and to actually go and download it. So what we're going to be doing is downloading the operating system. I'm going to go find where I saved my operating system to, which I know it's in here. I'm going to go to operating systems and I'm going to choose the operating system that I want. So as you can see here, like I said before, 32-bit operating systems usually say x86 and 64 bits usually say x64. Sometimes you will see 32-bit operating system and it'll say times 32. Sometimes it'll say times 86. That's just a thing to keep in mind because it does vary depending on what operating system you're downloading. But they are both 32-bit operating systems. So I'm going to click Windows Technical Preview 32-bit. Click Open and click Start. So this will go ahead and start up my virtual machine. As you can see there, it loaded it and we're almost in. So it's loading it up, and once it's done loading up, I will go through the setup in my next tutorial on how to actually go through and set up your operating system. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.